देखिए यहाँ पर ये जो बिंदु है इसको हम बोल रहे हैं इंसेक्ट एस. ओके, दैट इज द insect is. Okay, here the point I have drawn here, that is insect is. Okay, so when the insect falls in that point, then the angular momentum of this system is conserved. Just falls in this point of this insect, the angular momentum will be r cross p, that means m v r. Here r is L by 4, here r is L by 4. We know very well about it. That means this is equal to I omega, L is equals to I omega. I for this system, that is for this rod perpendicular to this axis, that will be m L square by 12. We know that very well. M L square by 12, m L square by 12. And for this insect, that will be m, and the perpendicular distance of this insect from the origin is m s L square by 16, or m L by 4 whole square, or we can say m L square by 16, m L square upon 16. Okay, and omega is, that is I omega, that is I, and omega we consider the angular velocity is omega naught. Let we assume the angular velocity of this system, of this rod, is omega. Okay, that is omega. Okay, now just calculate the omega in terms of V and L. And get the first answer of this question. What says? The question says determine the angular velocity omega in terms of V and L. Okay, so here the LCM of this part is 48. Okay, that is L by 4. That means that is 4, or that is 3. That means 7 m L square, 7 m L square, 7 m L square, 7 L 7 m L square into omega. That means that is 12. 4 into 12 is equals to 48. Is equals to 48. That means, and m and L is cancelled out from both sides. That is 1 L is here only, and we can get omega from this previous expression. Omega is equals to omega is equals to, we can get from here 12v 12v by 7l, that is the angular velocity of this system. It is the angular velocity of this system. That is the answer of question number 1. Very easy. That was very easy. That was. Next question. Further proceed. Proceed further. That is question number 1. And question number 2 says, if the insect reaches the end B when the rod has turned through a 90 degree, determine the V. That says that when the insect reaches point B, that is the end point of this rod, the rod reaches a 90 degree or turned through 90 degree angle. Okay, so now when wait a second. Okay, that no matters what happens. Question number 2 says that determine the angular velocity omega. Determine if the insect reaches the end B. Now when the object falls and try to and it reaches at point B and it starts moving in this rod, the angular momentum will not be conserved because there is a net torque. Which will be due to the motion of this and the weight of this mass. Okay, mg. That means torque is equals to what? F into perpendicular distance, F into r perpendicular, F into r perpendicular. Okay, so now what is torque? Now torque will be mg, that is force acting on this surface, and let assume the insects now is here. Okay, so this distance will be x. We assume the distance. Now the distance when the rod rotates at angle theta, the insect will be there. Okay, so that is x, that is theta, that means that is also theta, that means that is also theta. That is x, that is theta, that means this is the perpendicular distance, which is x cos theta. So mg, that is mg x cos theta, is the torque. mg x cos theta, mg x cos theta, mg x cos theta is the torque. Okay, so the angular momentum for this case right now, you can write here, that is I omega, omega is constant angular velocity omega, already given this in this question, and I for this case will be m L square by 12, m L square upon 12 plus, for this rod, mx square, mx square for this case. Okay, and this is the moment of inertia for this case, and omega as usual, omega. Okay, so we know torque is equals to dl by dt. Torque is equals to dl by dt, dl by dt. We know very well about it, and this comes to be 2 m omega x dx by dt, dx upon dx upon dt. Okay, now this tau, you can, the value of tau is equals to mg x cos theta, mg x cos theta, mg x cos theta, mg x cos theta, that will be this is the torque, and here this is equals to dl by dt, that means 2m omega x dx by dt, dx upon dt. That means mx cancel out from this expression, and you can write dx is equals to g by 2 omega into cos theta मतलब क्या, cos omega t, you can say theta is equals to omega t dt, cos omega t dt. Now next, here we can right here the dx, we can integrate both sides. Integration dx is equals to g by 2 omega, g by 2 omega 2 omega is equals to into integration cos omega t dt, cos omega t dt, omega t dt. Now what will be the limits when time is 0? When time is 0, the position at L by 4. Okay, now when position is L by 2, what is the time? Time is equals to pi by 2 omega. How we can determine pi by 2 omega? That means here, that is the time, that is the rotation, pi by 2 rotation, okay. That means if is pi by 2 rotates in angle omega t, in time omega t, in angle omega t, theta means omega t, the t is t1, that is we can say this omega t1, that is the time t1. So t1 will be pi by 2 omega, t1 will be pi by 2 omega, pi by 2 omega. From here we can write pi by 2 omega here. Okay, right now you can calculate the L by 4 minus L by 2 minus L by 2 is equals to g by 2 omega g by 2 omega. If you integrate this cos omega t, that means sin omega t by omega, sin omega t by omega, sin omega t by omega. That means if omega is constant, that means I can write it in the with omega. Okay, that means that is L by 2, sorry, what is the 4 and 2 matlab 2 to 4, that means 4 comma 2 will be 4 to 1, 4, that will be 4 is the LCM here, 4 is the LCM here, 4 is the LCM here. 4 is the LCM here. Upper limit minus lower limit. That means that is t. That is 2. Sorry for this mistake. That is 2. That is 4. Okay. So that is 4. That is 12 minus L by 4. Okay. So when we put the limits here 0 to pi by 2 omega, that is 2 omega, the 0 t is 0, that means sine 0 0, minus and sine pi is also minus sine pi is minus 1, sine pi is minus 1, that means minus 1 plus 1, g by 2 omega square. You will get g by 2 omega square, g by 2 omega square, 2 omega square here, 2 omega square here. So 2 to cancel out 4. You can easily, I can solve it here for sake of convenience. So omega square, L omega square is equals to 2g, is equals to 2g, that means omega is equals to 2 root over 2g by L, root over 2g by L, root over 2g by L, root over 2g by root over 2g by L, that is 1, that is 2. Okay, that is 1, that is 2. Right now we can rub all the things, I think. So we have to calculate the velocity, na? Velocity. Now the velocity will be comparing 1 and 2, 12v by 7L is equals to root over 2g by L, Now v is equals to, what will be v? V is equals to 7 by 12. We can write 7 by 12 root over 2gl, that L I put it under the root, that means it will be L square, and that is L. So L is cancel out, LL cancel out, that means V is equals to 7 by 12. V is equals to 7 by 12, 7 by 12, 7 by 12 root over 2 into 10 into 1.8 into 1. L is given in the question 1.8, that means 1.8, that means 7 into 12, 7 by 12 into 7 by 12 into 18 into 2, 36, 3.6 into 10, that means 36. 36 root over 36 means 6, that means 7 by 2 meter per second. The velocity will be 7 by 2, that means 3.5 meter per second is the right answer. 3.5 meter per second. Meter per second is the right answer for this question. Okay, bye.